This is Ecclesiasticus 38 and 15. Salakia 14. For they shall also pray unto the Lord that he would prosper that which they give for ease and remedy to prolong life. He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of a physician. He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of a physician. I like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kol Haloim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shabab Mawan back at you with another lesson. All right, and going into this title. All right, Shalom, Sister Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah. Going into the title. All right, the Lord is showing plagues in one day. All right, and I'm going to read this one more time. Ecclesiasticus 38 and 15. He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of a physician. And the true physician is Yahweh Shai. Okay. But at the same time, man, you sin before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he might literally put you in the hands of a physician. All right. And when you have the hands, you know, of a physician dealing with your life, all right, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be saved or, you know, you're going to come back the same. All right. But what I want to go into is this. Let me pull it up real quick. Somebody posted this on Instagram. I don't have to show you it. All you have to do is listen. Give me 1 second. It's loading up. Little bad area. So listen.
42,000 new HIV diagnoses last week. Keep listening to Sexy Red. Bow, bow, bow. Keep listening to the City Girls. See, what they won't tell you, that this is the dark side that comes with this lifestyle that they promote. What Megan Thee Stallion said, I don't want to be saved, don't save me. See, I got enough wisdom to know there are some women who don't want to be saved. They don't want the wisdom, the knowledge, the education. They just want to be picked. They just want to be sexualized. The Bible calls them a reprobate mind. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to stay in my Bible, and I'm going to stay in my bag, and I'm going to stay out the way. Because God's way is the safest. And I guarantee you, about 70% of those new diagnoses are Gen Z, 27 and below. This hypersexual agenda that's being pushed through our media and our music and our TV shows is ruining a lot of people's lives and is demonic, affecting our younger generation, and is putting this pressure on them to have a certain image. Your body need to look a certain way. Your teeth need to look a certain way. This is the type of lace front you need to have. And it's causing extreme depression and mental illness to reach perfection. So this lifestyle that is being promoted and celebrated, so this is the result of it. These HIV cases, this is the result of it. And I blame the media, the music, and some of these influencers. I blame them for allowing the enemy to use you to bring people to the pit. Because it's sad. It's sad that this is what your life has come to. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be in my Bible, and I'm going to be in my bag, and I'm going to be out the way. Y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know, have you been tested? Have you been tested for HIV? Because there's a lot of people walking around undiagnosed. They don't even know they got it. They won't even go get tested. So, y'all gotta be safe because sex has become too accessible through social media. You know, sex wasn't that accessible back in the day, 10, 15 years ago. Now, you could just DM a person. You like my picture? I like your picture? Okay, let's link up. That's way too much access and way too fast, and you don't even know that person. Oh, and Atlanta ain't no better. Anywhere there's a big city of like partying, there's gonna be high cases of HIV. Any city, New York, LA, Houston, anywhere. Because where there is wickedness, there's gonna be the penalty for sin, the disease for sin. So choose God's way and stay out the way. You ain't gonna have to worry about burning, itching, migraines, all these side effects that come with these diseases. You ain't have to worry about none of that. You just stay pure. Just stay pure. 42,000 new HIV diagnoses last week.
Woo-wee.
Keep listening to Sexy Red.
You heard it. 42,000 cases in 1 week in Houston, Texas. Okay. Now, going back to that precept that I had wrote, Salakia, that I had brought out, Ecclesiasticus 38:15. He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of a physician. All right, with all this agenda of phagonometry being pushed, each one of these people are going to land into the hand of a physician. Each one of these people are going to die off. Okay, and what the lady said at the end was the kicker. These people are undiagnosed. Okay, imagine how many people they've already slept with on the way, because today's society in America, everybody's hyperly sexually active today. You see, everything is about sex, 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 sex. And this younger generation don't use no protection. This younger generation is just out there doing what they do best. Okay, feeding their flesh, literally their flesh. All right, to the point where they flesh, all right, smells like death. Okay. Now, let me grab this real quick. This is Leviticus 20 and 13. Give me a second, it's loading up. It says, if a man also, Leviticus 20 and 13, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Okay? This is why they're going to fall into the hands of a physician. This is why they're going to die off slow. Because they have to face death, man. They reprobate minds, man. These people are sick in the head. Okay? Isaiah 1 and 4. This is a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel on to anger. They are gone away backward. You see, our people are complete backwards now. Here it is. We are royalty. Okay. We are the Lord's valued property. Okay. His peculiar treasure. And we have totally gone backwards away from the Lord. Okay. We have overpassed the deeds of the wicked, as the scriptures tell you, man. Overpassed the deeds of the wicked. That means we are more wicked and more filthier than Esau at this point. And there's not a more profane or fornicator like Esau. Our people got it beat. Our people doing the most right now. Okay. It says, why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. Yeah. Why should we continually keep warning these people over and over if their whole head is sick, man? You see, they're going to constantly revolt. They're going to constantly come up against the prophets all the time. All right. They're going to continue to live in their pleasure. And the scriptures say that she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Same thing for a man. You want to live in pleasure like a woman. Okay. Well, it's the same thing for you. You're just as good as dead. You see, it's so spiritual that the Lord gave you that precept saying, he that liveth in pleasure she that loveth pleasure shall die in pleasure, basically. You see, and this is what all these people are having pleasure in this society. They're all worrying about their selves, of them fulfilling the flesh over and over, of what feels good to them, not realizing that what Esau has taught you, it's leading you to your destruction. You see, so again, why should we continue to warn these people over and over if they're going to go and revolt? They have actual pleasure in doing what they're doing, man. Okay. This is Romans. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. All right. This is Romans 1. I'll get straight to the point. Okay. This is 23. Matter of fact, 21. Because that when they knew Yahweh, they glorified him not as power, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Okay, meaning the foolishness in their mind was darkened. Scriptures talk about how the earth is going to be covered with darkness. People, the gross darkness, the people, ignorance. Okay, these people are ignorant to the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And the Lord said, be not ignorant to the Lord, man. All right. And this is also talk about Esau. But remember, our people have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. Brother, you missed the whole part where I just brought. You might have heard about it because this is going all through Instagram, and we always on Instagram. But I'm pretty sure you heard about the what was it? 42,000 cases in 1 week in Houston of HIV, bro. In 1 week. That's the Lord bringing them plagues upon this earth quickly. He's showing you that he taking people out in mass quantities, man. 42,000 people. And you know they're gonna die off, man. And I feel like the Lord ain't having these people suffering like, you know, back in the day, these people catch AIDS and all that shit, HIV. It took a process. Okay, there's gonna be no more process because we're in a time of medical warfare. They're out here cutting off fucking supplies. What you gonna do to cure yourself? There is no cure. There is a cure. Best believe there's a cure. Esau ain't gonna give it to you. He trying to depop you. You see, he not gonna give it to you because he'd rather make money off of it. Okay, he'd rather make money off of it than to give it to you. You see, and if he do give it to you, he gonna charge you an arm and a leg for that, man. Showing you that he don't even want to stop the spread. He just wants the spread to continue to keep going because he ain't worried about it. Esau, you think Esau out there having a mirthy time, you know, living it up. Nah, them niggas know what time it is right now. Them niggas is shook right now. they trying to prepare for escape, and they can't. Meanwhile, you got our people out here, like the sister said, keep listening to Sexy Red, keep listening to your Suki Hanas, okay? Keep listening to your fucking Little Nas X's, okay? Keep listening to this whole industry, period. Because the whole industry is faggots, okay? I don't know when y'all gonna realize that the whole industry is just full of homosexuality, man, and faggonometry. That shit ain't going nowhere. It's been around since you was a kid. It's just not, it wasn't in the open now. The shit's in the open now. Okay, what a coincidence. They open the closet door. Now all these people walk out of the closet. You know, people that you never thought. You see? This shit's got to go, bro. This is why America's about to be taken out of the way. This is straight spiritual Sodom and Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah 5.0. Can't even go to 2.0. Like the Lord said, it was more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in those days than now. You see, that's how wicked our people are, that we're more wicked than we was in Sodom and Gomorrah. 42,000, I can't wrap my head around that, man. And now that, see, this is why you men, we got to stop fucking with these women, man. Because, Salakia for the language, this is why we got to stop messing with these women. Because you don't even know who the hell these women have been with, man. A lot of these women always walking around with their gay friends and all that extra bull, all right? And I guarantee you, I promise you, they are smashing these dudes whenever that tickle pickle come out. You see? Whenever they get the little tickle and ain't nobody around, that whole faggonometry man right there, he got a pickle. And when you drunk, you do what? You do dumb choices. Okay? This is why you got to stay prayed up, man, because when you drunk, you're gonna walk in the flesh. You ain't walking in the spirit when you drunk. Hell no. It's impossible to walk in the spirit when you bent. It's called spirits for a reason, because the spirit's on you. So these people just do what they do. And these girls have many friends, and I'm telling you, they smashing behind closed doors. Then these women are already committing adultery, polluting the land, and they're out there being so wicked that the Lord is setting them up for destruction. A lot of these dudes that they dealing with, there's so many I'm trying to find a word. There's so many softies out there, Mr. Softy ice creams, okay, that are literally have wives and children, okay, families at home, but behind closed doors, they just being a whole, you know. So imagine how many of these women have dealt with men on the low, creeping, committing adultery, but the Lord will set you up with some shit like that, man. Now you dying of AIDS, and again, most of these people don't know it. That's the crazy part, because you're not just gonna catch AIDS and next day you're AIDS. You have to catch HIV first, and then it turns into AIDS. So you're gonna catch a sickness first. And in the times that we're in, it's impossible to be like, shit, everybody got AIDS because everybody coughing nowadays. Everybody's always sick. So how can you ever really tell if this person is just sick because he's sick, because he done took the jab, or because this guy was out there playing with a pickle jar? You see, it puts you in this. This is why the Lord said in those last days will be what? Perilous times. You see? Yeah, they love that pill. Yeah, they love that pillow biter, man. I seen it. I done been around people with that shit, and it's crazy. And Ephraim right now and Judah is being used at the top agenda for that. They had Little Nas X being the Judite. They got Bad Bunny being the top tribe Ephraim. You see how they're using the top tribes to suck in the rest of you tribes, man. Yeah, I can't wait for the purge, bro. I can't. It has to come, man. It's beautiful that movie actually was written, because that's the true purge is gonna be of the Lord purging this place, man. It has to be purged. These people have to be put down to death, man, because there's too much sickness in them. Let me finish that real quick. As a matter of fact, let me finish this real quick before I continue to keep speaking. Right? So it says their foolish heart was darkened, right? Because their imaginations were vain. And you could thank Esau for that, right? Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things, which again is talking about Esau, man, making us worship these idols, worship the things of the world other than our creator. But now our people have overpassed the deeds of the wicked, so they're worse than Esau, man. Our people doing the same exact thing. Their imaginations are constant vain thoughts. Same thing that happened in the beginning why the flood came about. The Lord said they have repented him that he had made man on earth because man's thoughts were continual evil. Okay? How much more now? We're worse than we ever been, man. It says, wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. That's why they dishonor their bodies the way they do now with sexual immorality. Okay. And that's why they're going to dishonor their bodies when the time comes for the hour of temptation to come. And the MOTB is made mandatory. You're going to dishonor your body and you're going to put that shit in you, man. You're going to put that whole Rice Krispie tree right in your right hand because you're already a damn reprobate mind. You see, this is why great sorrows is coming to this place. That's why Ezra said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days, man. We say the same thing. When we see all this wickedness, we're sitting here like, bro, whoo, the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for this truth. But we still got in our mindset like, damn, man. You know, we got to stay on point because the Lord ain't got to deliver us for nothing, man. And we don't know what we did in our past life. And we was doing these things in our past life. Okay. The Lord shows you your wickedness that you're doing in this life because that's what you always were doing. And you either going to stop it, okay, and fix it, or you just going to stay in that mindset and you're going to be what? A reprobate mind. And a reprobate mind is a worthless, useless soul. The Lord breathed air into you and made you from the dust for no damn reason. It's like, damn, he could have left that dust in the earth. You know, another plant could have grew instead of your ass, your reprobate mind. You see? Right? So it says, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator. Yeah. And now you got, you could be as fruity as you want. You could be any fruit or vegetable you want. You know, the Lord accepts everybody. No, he don't. The Lord killing your ass. The Lord is going to come and kill every single one of you that want to be on that playing tummy swords. Okay. You can play tummy swords all you want. Okay. But you ain't got no shield. and the shield is this faith. You ain't got this truth. You see? So you're not going to make it out of here. You're going to die with a rod in your mouth. Point blank, period. Okay. It says, for this cause, Yahweh gave them up onto vile affection, shameful desires, man. Things that are just like what, when you look at it, you just, when you hear about it, you're just like, if you are one with a righteous mindset, you're going to say, bro, what is going on? You want to throw up. You want to strangle somebody right off the bat. Okay. Because this is the shit that our kids got to grow up around and see and think that it's normal. And they're doing it in your schools. They're dressing up your little kids at 5 years old when you are in a preschool, pre-intervention, whatever you want to call it, kindergarten, and they're playing with them already. They're doing it. Why do you think they're getting rid of the good teachers, the bad teachers? I mean, not the bad teachers like that, like the good-looking teachers and all that. That, you know, their beauty is beautiful. All right. They're trying to get away with Jake. They always want some Edomite ass person taking care of your children, man, because they're the ones that's putting that shit in their brain and it's putting it and you know, the more they hear it, the more they think it's okay. And because our people are not parents nowadays, they don't want to be parents. They just want to live life and forget about their children and just go drop their kid off somewhere. Okay. They trust in Esau. They trust in Egypt to take care of their children, man. And look what's happening. They're getting brainwashed. And then when your kid come home and you see him, you see your son pissing, sitting down, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. You see, because you're supposed to be taking care of your children and training your children in how you want them to be, not letting this society mold them to what they want them to be, right? So they're given up to vile affections. It says, for even the women did change the natural use into which is against nature, and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another. Men with men working that which is unseemly. And it's funny that it says burned in their own lust one toward another. And that's exactly what's going to happen to you. You're going to burn in your lust. Literally. The Lord has a special missile for you. You see? You wanted to burn in your lust? Well, now it's time for you to burn in the missiles. Okay? It says, and even, Salakia, it says, men with men working that which is unseemly. Yeah, because it's not supposed to be seen. It's not supposed to be looked upon. Okay? It says, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meet. Okay? Penalties that they deserved. I don't want to hear no fagonometry person walking around this place. Oh, I'm dying. I can't feel my body. Oh my God. Nah, don't call on the Lord now. Don't do that now. Keep that same energy. You were burned in your lust. Now it's time to be, burn in the casket or something. You see? It says, and even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, just like now, we're trying to tell you, you softies out there, okay? You effeminate ass men, that the Lord is going to destroy you for that, okay? And they don't want to take heed of it. So they didn't retain the knowledge of the Lord, right? So Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And when you do things that are not convenient, you are not getting salvation. In order for you to get salvation, you have to do what's convenient to the Lord. Okay, to the Lord, not what you want to do. Okay. It says, as a matter of fact, let me just jump down, get to the point. 32. Who knowing the judgment of Yahweh. These people know the judgment of the Lord, because every single one of these people, when they, especially our people, when they do wickedness like that, you are going to go through something in life that the Lord going to try to tell you, chill. It's just that these people are so caught up in their lust that they don't care, and they continue to do what they do, right? Let them cry in their purse. Exactly. Let them cry in the little panties that they got, whatever they got, their little thong and all that. That's okay, man. I'm not crying for you. I can't wait to see you drop. I'm going to laugh in that day if the Lord allows me, and if I can make it that long. I'm going to laugh in that day. Okay? I ain't feeling bad for not one of yous. I'm not feeling for nothing of Esau, none of these nations, none of them. I can't wait to see destruction. This place is well needed for it. Okay? So it says, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Okay? And this is why the Lord is bringing those plagues upon these people, man. 42,000 cases in 1 week. Those 42,000 people are going to go out there in anger, in revenge, all of that. And they're going to go out there and go sleep with the next person. Some of these people might not even be fags anymore. Now they want to be, I want to be the right type of person and go back to my women. Meanwhile, you already got the thing on you, man. And you pushing it to the next person. You just helping the agenda of depopulation. Okay? And what you're doing is you're really just helping the Lord take your 2/3 ass out the way. That much easier. You see? So it's because to have AIDS, my uncle, I see my uncle died of AIDS. My uncle died of AIDS because of sharing needles. You know, I had to watch that, as a kid for years, man. Slumped in the bathroom, and when I seen him in his condition, how he went from healthy to looking like death in 2 seconds, man, that's not a good way to die, bro. Your whole body is eating you, is deteriorating from the inside out. Your whole body has no defense system to defend any type of sickness that comes. So that means any type of sick, if you walk by any sick person, you're going to get sick too. And that's the worst you could do when you're on that. Because when you get sick, it might get to the point where you can't recuperate, you can't recover from it, and you're going to die from it, man. There ain't nobody want to go like that, bro. Right? So it says, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Okay? And we already read that he that lied with a man that lied with another man as he lied with a woman is what? Is worthy of death. Same thing for you women. Okay? You want to lie with these other women, you're worthy of death also. Okay? Now let's go back to Isaiah 1, where I was before, 1 and 5. I'll start from 4 again. It says, a sinful nation of people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. Okay? They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel on to anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Okay? Our people's heads are sick, like to the T. You see it every day by their actions, how they follow in the customs of the heathens and don't follow no ways of the Lord. For you not to follow the ways of the Lord is for you to be sick in the head, man. Them numbers is crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo, when I heard that, I was just like, bro, I couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, man, that is crazy, bro. That's only in Houston. Imagine New York. New York down here in New York, they don't play, bro. Like, they got a whole village out there, bro. They got streets. They got certain streets. It's just villages for them. You know? You go to Florida, Miami. Oh, that's heavy out there. That's heavy out there. Miami is one of the worst places for sexual immorality. You see? They got cruises where you could jump on cruises. Everybody gets tested and all this extra shit. You go on the cruise, they give you a drug. Everybody give you that drug that, you know, some ecstasy, MDMA, whatever they want to give you. Something that's going to keep you up all night. And I've heard stories. I know people that done fucked around with shit like that, bro. They done told me some crazy things happen out there, man. They walk in there and it's just orgies everywhere. People just literally, I've heard the person tell me literally when they walked there, they felt wrong. They felt bugged out. They was like, yo, this shit is crazy. But then one of them, hey, Mr. King Cock over there, or Mr. King Kong comes up to you and butt ass naked and starts sweet talking to you. Okay, put his ting on your back, on your neck, and now next thing you know, you got the spirit that they got, and now that spirit is on you. And then next thing you know, they go there and they have a whole great time. I seen a whole video that came out on Instagram where a lady was talking about something like that too. And she said that night she ended up smashing like 200 men in one night. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. You know one of them had to have a disease. And if they didn't have disease, do you know how bugged out that woman is going to be? These women already bugged out from all the DNA they take from every man that they retain from, right? From sleeping with them. Imagine 200 men in one night. You high as hell. When you high, you're not worrying about protection, none of that. They did all types of crazy shit in there, man. That's wicked as hell. So Miami be the same way. New York, or like that lady said, all the major cities. That's where you're gonna have the highest rate of these diseases. Why? Because that's where the ghettos is at. And what does the word ghetto mean? A dwelling place for the Jews. So you're gonna find nothing but our people in these ghettos, and they're passing it among themselves. Okay, while Esau's just doing that nasty, profane shit, that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? We know how Esau get down. Okay, when you see men pissing on men in public in San Fran, you know America done. I haven't even seen that video, bro. Men pissing on men. Yeah, that's when you know this place got to go like yesterday. Can't even wait for that next day. I can't even wait another hour in this place, man. So Isaiah 1 and back at 4, it says, a sinful nation of people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Okay, yeah, they're faint from what? Faith. Okay. It says, from the sole of the foot even onto the head, there is no soundness in them, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Okay? Yeah, our people are just going through the worst type of hells, period. The worst reprobate minds they've ever been. Okay? Why? Because they have not been mollified with ointment. They have not been mollified with this truth, man. They don't want to acknowledge the ways of the Lord. The Lord told you, if you follow these commandments, you have life, man. But if you departed from this, what? These curses will come upon you. These curses will pursue you, okay, until you be taken out of the way. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 45, it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee over and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. You have to repent, man. You don't repent, these plagues, these diseases, these plagues, these curses, okay, this famine, these missiles, they're going to destroy you, man. It says, because thou hearken not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. You see, and you see the curses upon it's called what? Generational curses, man. From generation to generation, we keep seeing the same circle. What they will call the circle of life in our people. That ain't the circle of life, man, because the Lord created us to to live out as beings, man. And on top of that, us being the chosen people, all right, he has what? He has care for his people, man. So the Lord created this world for our sakes to enjoy. Look how our own home is treated. Look how our own home is filled with garbage and filth, man. Your own home that the Lord created for you. And you defiled your own home. We definitely don't deserve to be here, man. If I was the Lord, I would have took everybody out. I just would have redid everything, you know. But see, the Lord has great compassion and mercy upon our people, man. Can't go back upon his promises. All right. This is let me jump down to 60. I think it's 60. 58. It says, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law. So if the Lord told you not to be a sodomite or to be a harlot, why would you go and be that? Okay, because the Lord said, if you will not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in the book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord Yahweh thy power, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful. See, these are wonderful plagues, beautiful plagues. I love them. All right, because we get to witness you filth get put back into the ground. You're supposed to grab garbage and dig it up and hide it, right? Deteriorate it, right? Well, it's a beautiful thing to see the Lord bring judgment like that, man. And it's going to be even more beautiful when he grab all 42,000 of y'all and have y'all dying at the same time and going through all types of sickness at the same time. That would be beautiful, man. Right? It says, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and thy plagues of thy seed, even great plagues. See, even greater plagues. So that's why our children are even worse than what our fathers were, our grandfathers were. Okay? It says, and of long continuance and sore sickness, of long continuance and sore sickness. Like I said, having AIDS is a long process, bro. But Lord willing, the Lord don't have that long process on you, man. He just give you that shit right away. You see? Lord willing, there is no controlling it. Because like I said, we're in the time of medical warfare, man. So there is no there's going to be no access to any of these cures or anything like that, man. And once you get to a certain level of having that, you have to be hooked up to a monitor. You have to be hooked up to a hospital bed, all that. Ain't going to be no room for you, man. This is Ezekiel 16. Ezekiel 16:35. Wherefore, O harlot, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because thy filthiness was poured out, and thy nakedness discovered through thy whoredoms with thy lovers, and with all the idols of thy abominations, and by the blood of thy children, which thou givest unto them. You see, that's twofold. It could be for you damn harlots, okay? Mainly it's talking about us being harlots into to our power, you know, worshiping the ways of this world and these other idols. Okay, it says, behold, therefore I will gather all thy lovers with whom thou hast taken pleasure, and all of them that thou hast loved, with all them that thou hast hated, I will even gather them round about against thee, and will discover thy nakedness unto them, and they may see all thy nakedness, all your shame, man. That's why we're always going to be. And what is Esau doing right now? He laughing, because our women, our people make our nation a laughing stock every single time. You see, right now the Esau's is basically saying to the Lord, you see, this your people. This is your people. Look how I got them. You see, and Esau loved being like that, man. He loved mocking the Lord. Right? So it says, beautiful scripture. All right. It says, and of long continuance, and of sore sickness, and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave on to thee. You see, and we have those diseases of Egypt back today. People was getting hit with boils, man. That's like getting smacked with herpes. You know what I'm saying? That's like getting smacked with warts. Syphilis. You know, these are plagues that were in Egypt, just different, probably different names, different forms it came in. All right, but now these things are stronger. Okay, remember, it's going to be a time that we have never seen. So these things, more created diseases by Esau. You know, which, matter of fact, let me read that next verse. Right, and it says, also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law. You're going to hear about things you ain't never hear about. Okay? The Lord bringing in, you know, more sicknesses. And I don't want to say new because ain't nothing new under the sun. All right? But I guess he's going to bring it to you in a newer form, in a newer variant. Okay? In a more harsh manner. Which, as a matter of fact, there is, I'm thinking about it right now. Yeah, I think I read like 2 articles. It was like maybe 2 weeks ago that there's a whole bunch of new STDs now that are stronger than the ones that are already out. You see, those are those new plagues that the Lord is bringing upon this place, man. It says, that's the point on that. Okay. So yeah, man, like, the point is already pretty much made. You know, our people are done for, man. That is crazy right there. I still can't wrap my head around that. 42,000 people in 1 week, and that was last week. Okay, a lot of these people, they like to run. They like to run away from their problems. So now they're gonna feel ashamed around their town. So what you think they're gonna do? They're gonna leave. They're gonna leave out of Dodge, man. They're gonna go somewhere else and go do the same exact thing out of revenge. Oh shit, I got this shit now. I'm about to go out there. Shit, if I can't live, everybody gotta die. That's how their mentality is, that them demons creeping up on them, because that's how them demons come. They'll start putting those thoughts in your mind. You know, and next thing you know, you just doing things like that. You over there trying to pass it on to the next, you know, and then you got people, this happens a lot in Jersey, around where I live. You know, a lot of clubs have closed down over the years because you got people that have AIDS and they're mad as hell about it. Okay, but what they do is they'll grab a needle, they'll put they'll draw their blood, and then they'll go into clubs and they go stick people with needles, man. You don't even have to have sex with somebody. Your ass just might wake up tomorrow, and next thing you know, you go to a doctor checkup for a normal annual checkup or something, and next thing, oh, you have AIDS, and you're sitting there bamboozled and baffled about it. Like, what the hell just happened? You see? This is why you're not supposed to be out like that. That's why you're not supposed to be around these environments. Okay? Because we have to understand that the Lord is bringing great judgment every single day, man. Every single day. Let's grab that real quick. This is Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning does he bring his judgment to the light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. You see, the unjust don't know, they don't understand it. Okay, that's why they have no shame. See, we had shame because now we understand we were being wicked. Oh, excuse me. This is Daniel 12 and 10, and it says, many shall be purified. Matter of fact, I'll grab it from 8. It says, I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And from that time, that the daily sacrifice, yeah, that's the point right there. All right. Yeah. So when we see this judgment happening, yeah, we understand it 100%. It was because of your wickedness, because of the filthiness you're doing. But the wicked's gonna sit there. Why me? Why me, God? What did I ever do to somebody? All I did was just take rods. I didn't hurt nobody. I didn't steal nothing. You know. Meanwhile, you're just stealing the lives of our children, man, of our people on a daily basis. Why? Because you're leading them to more filthiness. Scriptures say, right, if the blind lead the blind, shall they both not fall into a ditch. That don't have to just be with false prophets, man. These people are blind to this truth, and they're trying to lead each other with the dumb philosophies of this society that they learned, and they'll sit there and just share philosophy with philosophy. Well, I think we should do this, or I think I should do that, and we can make the world better. Blah, 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 blah. Yap, yap, yap. Not one of y'all ended up picking up the scripture and read. But when you're in your deathbed, you want to call on God. Oh, God, help me. Now's the time. The Lord he ain't hearing you, man. You're not listening to what you do when you're on your deathbed. Unto the Lord belong the issues of death. So if you're on that deathbed is because you have an issue with the Lord. So the Lord is coming to what? Give you your reward. Okay? Says you wanted pleasure and you think everything is a reward by pleasure. Well, then here's your reward, death. Enjoy that. Okay? Find pleasure in death. It's not a joke, man. But yeah, that's pretty much the point. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kol Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, or Chakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Keep fighting the good fight of faith and enduring as good soldiers of Yahushai as always. You sisters continue to learn in silence and watching the true men of the Lord. Lord willing, we those men. All right. And hey, again, like the brother put, all jokes aside, he ain't playing, boy. The Lord is not playing. Adawan is not playing, man. Okay. He's going to get worse and worse. Who knows what's in store for next month? See, the Lord just shut down the summer. If you really think about it, the Lord just shut down the summer with that one. Ain't nobody in Houston going to live it up in the summertime because you can't. You don't know who the hell has got what. Trying to tell you, man. Judgment is coming hardcore right now. Shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah.